Out of all the houses I've built over here, this is the only one with an interior. We're going to fix that eventually. I swear to God we will. Of walking through this little village we made, all the details and stuff, but it's lacking a little bit life, right? There's not a lot of life. It's just sort of an empty village. So we got to get villagers in here and kind of fill the streets a little bit, right? Some like carts rolling through with their wares on the back that they're going to sell in the market, villagers wandering around, that sort of thing. But I also kind of have to make it safe, I suppose, if I do that. Which I think largely I have, right? I've got light sources all over the place in most of the areas. And the other thing it's missing is, well, it's missing all the interiors. There's just that one in the fishing house. And to have villagers move in, I feel like they should have interiors, someplace to live. And right now, that's certainly not the case. But that's not what we're going to be working on today, I don't think. Maybe we'll get back to it. I think instead, today, we're going to be working on the area that I really started in over here, which is going to be that area over here. That bridge has looked the same since like the, I don't know, first day that I came over here and started building this stuff. And I want to change that. And between that and another build that I have planned, I think we've got a lot of stuff to do. So I built this waterfall, and I really like the shape of it. It just needs some texture, maybe some plants and whatnot. And I'll throw up some trees around here to make it look a little prettier, right? We want it to look a little prettier. That's the whole plan. So we'll texture up the waterfall. Add some life, some vibrant plants and flowers and whatnot around here. Build up some trees. Work on the landscape around this bridge and this bridge as a whole, because right now it's one block wide, and that's not going to suit us very well at all. And then I've got something else that I want to do right over here. The land kind of juts out on this section of the continent. I guess continent. I can't get over here. Right over here on this stony shore, I think I'm going to build a lighthouse. Right up there. Right up there, right down here. I don't know, somewhere in this area. Something that we can see kind of from the village, and it's going to look really cool. And it can guide some ships into the harbor, and you know, for when we've got ships. We don't yet, but they will. And I'm going to have them right over here by my like warehouses and stuff like that. So really looking forward to getting some of that stuff underway. But today we've got a lot. I don't know, maybe we bit off more than we could chew, but we're going to find out. And yeah, I suppose we're going to get rolling here. I got started building this bridge, and I did it a little bit, a little bit at a time, and then I'd step back and take a look, as one does. Now, I didn't build this in my creative world first. I design a lot of stuff in my creative world first before building it on the server or in a world in general. And I do that for a lot of reasons, because it's typically easier in creative to tear something down if you don't like it. And I think that's what I ended up with here. Now, there's some good, there's some not so good. I think that, the shape of the bridge is really nice. The gradient from the water level up, sort of that algae growing on that center pillar looks really nice. That works really well. But the gradient at the top doesn't. And I think that I've got to come back to this and maybe revisit how I've done it. Now, over on this side here, I started adjusting the block palettes that I was using, because it just wasn't, I was using literally 3, and this wasn't going to be the final anyway, but I wanted to see kind of how it would look. And I've got the deep slate stone brick, and then the tough stone brick right to the regular stone brick. And it's a little bit too harsh for transition, I think is what it is. So I'm gonna I think come back to that and maybe use a gradient closer to this instead for that bridge. But yep, I'm gonna tear that down, and we're gonna get back to the drawing table here. I think, yeah, I'm liking that a whole lot better actually. So that's really nice. I'm going to finish out this side of the bridge with that kind of a texture palette, and then we'll work on some detailing. Yeah, I definitely think that looks like 100 times more better. All All right, so let's work on the landscape around the ends of the bridge here and build it a little bit more structural support rather than just sitting on some dirt. And then I think we'll start detailing the top of the bridge and maybe the sides. I feel like there's definitely going to be something that we can add here to increase the aesthetic appeal, give it some depth. All right, on that side of the bridge, it kind of goes into a little bit of a cliff face, which I kind of like. Dirt isn't going to work for me, though. I think I'm going to change this cliff face to stone, so it looks a bit more supportive than just this big old stone bridge sitting on some dirt. On this side, the shoreline kind of slopes up, which I don't know that I like. So I might sort of make another cliff like that over here, just by trimming back a lot of this dirt and landscape and bringing the water back over here some more, maybe more in line with this water here. So that's going to be next, and I'm going to go ahead and get right started at it. Yeah, I think from here we're getting to a shape that I really, really like. I changed a lot of that to a little bit of a cliff over there. I'm going to add some detail and obviously some more shape to it. The shoreline is looking really, really good. I don't think I'm going to leave it all as dirt. I'll probably change it to coarse dirt, mud, maybe some muddy roots. I've got a cat on my keyboard right now. Jeez. Oh, God. Be right back. Right. More so that it looks like, you know, a shore, like a little bit muddy with some, maybe we'll do some like, I don't know, some swamp plants or something. I don't know what we'll do over here, but we'll liven it up some. So it's not just like dirt, and it'll look a whole lot better, which is pretty sweet. I don't look at that. I haven't textured anything else except the front side of the bridge, but that's fine. We'll get to it. Yeah, so I think next up is going to be adding some shape to that cliff there and this area under the bridge right here. And we'll see what we come up with. These guys keep sneaking up on me. No more, I say. Get out of here. I was going to put these flowers down here, but I don't know. They might make it look a little too busy. I'm going to take them out and take another look here. All right, flowers are gone. Yeah, I think without the flowers is better. Let me know what you think in the comments. I think I'm about done with this section for now. So we'll move on to the waterfall. Yeah, I think we're pretty well on our way here. This is looking really, really fantastic. Oh no. Oh, geez. Okay. Well, hey, listen. Waterfall has a little bit more... I'm swimming now. Waterfall has a little bit more work to do, as well as this side, and I haven't switched this cliff face to stone yet. I feel like I should get out of the water. Hold on one second. Right. I haven't switched this cliff face to stone yet, but I did hop into my testing world, and I built out this bridge, and I feel a whole lot better about it now. So I'm actually going to finish this bridge real quick, and... you know, we'll find out what you guys think, but I'm pretty happy with how it is in my testing world, so hopefully you'll like it. And it doesn't look like this. It doesn't look like this at all. The shape is quite similar, but it's not just stone, and it's much more detailed than the other side. Yeah. Let's see if we can't get it done. All right, our bridge is looking super fancy. One thing that I did notice before is I had my gradient wrong. I actually had it set up like this rather than with the tough and the tough stone brick switched, which made it a little bit awkward. It went from dark to light again, and it's not really as intended. It should have been like that. So I've gone ahead and torn it down and rebuilt it again, added a whole bunch of detail in here. So now we've got a bridge that looks really, really nice, great shape. Yeah, let's go take a quick walk across it here. All right, I like these little light posts. I set them up every few blocks. I don't know what it is, 8 blocks or 6 blocks or something. Plenty of space in here, but there's plenty of light that will keep this spawn proof as well, which is really nice. Of course, we always want that. I've got my anvils and oak trap doors set up as railings, which look pretty good together, I think. Of course, this is half slab, so I couldn't put the anvils up here. It would have been a little bit funny. So I improvised, and, you know, it works out okay. I don't hate it. We finished up that section of the shoreline over there, as well as that sort of bridge support right there. I haven't finished up this side. I am out of time a little bit, unfortunately, so I've got to come back to the waterfall and the left side of the shore here, either in the next episode, or maybe I'll do it off camera so you guys don't have to worry about me working on that next episode and we can move on to something else. But I think that's all I've got time for today. I really appreciate you guys hanging out. I know it's been a long time since I've uploaded a video, and I'm sorry about that. You know, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. And let me know what you think of this bridge in the comments. I'd love to hear it. I've got all kinds of plans for the things that I want to do coming up. I want to make a little hut over here in the woods, build a beautiful forest around here, cut down all these spruce trees and kind of build up our own custom forest. I think that's going to be really great. Finish up the waterfall, put that lighthouse over there on the other side of the bay, add some ships sailing in, maybe one at the dock over there, continue the village over here to the bridge. We have so much coming up, and I'm planning to get my next video out to you guys a whole lot sooner than this one took, but we'll see how it goes. Life gets in the way sometimes. Thanks for watching. See you next time.